Good morning, good morning. How you doing this morning? It's Brother David with It's Getting Real, and this is a place where we get real at. Got a question to ask you this morning. How many of you this morning are sitting there wringing your hands, worrying about what's going on in the world today? What's going to happen? What are we going to do? What do we need to do? You know, all these questions that we have. And the answer is our concern does not need to be with this world. Now, are we to be concerned about our family? Yes. Are we to be concerned about friends? Yes. But is that concern supposed to overwhelm us, to control us, to direct our actions as we go throughout the day? No. You know, it comes down to something very simple. What do we place our faith in? Who do we trust? Do we trust a man to fix everything for us? To have the answers that will solve all our problems? To make us feel better? To fix what we've messed up? And the answer to that question is, for so many people, is yes, they're looking for someone to find a solution for them. You know, they've gotten in debt. They've made poor decisions in life. They're in jail. They're in prison. They're on drugs. They're alcoholic. You know, they want to blame everybody else. But the actuality is we are the number one cause of all the problems that we have. And that's true. So, the first thing that we need to do is to realize where our problems come from, which is ourself. And we need to realize that ourself, that we, each one of us, are flawed because of our sin nature, because of the sin that's within our life. And the problems that we have stem from the problem of sin. And the only thing that solves the problem of sin, and I don't care how good you are, I don't care how loving you are, I don't care how good-hearted you are, there is always some sin in our life. The only one who has a solution for the root of our problems, whether it's our personal problems or our national problems, is Jesus Christ. That is the truth. You know, we need to understand that there are things that we can fix, but we're not fixing the root of the problem. Our car breaks down. We can fix that. I make a poor decision. We can fix that over time. But why did I make that poor decision? Why did my car break down? Because I wasn't keeping proper maintenance on it. Why did I make that poor decision? Because I wasn't filtering my decision process through that which is better than what I do. You see, when we become a servant of Jesus Christ, we filter our words, our actions, our thoughts through His words. We take our advice from Him. We follow his decision. You hear a lot of people say, well, what would Jesus do? Well, that's fine and wonderful to say that, but do I know Jesus well enough to know what he would actually do in my situation? To know Jesus, I've got to read his word. To know Jesus, I got to pray to him. I got to talk to him continually throughout the day so that I will know what he would do in that situation. I was reading my sermon today. I was reading the verses for it, and there was a verse here that really, really struck home. And it says, so likewise you, this is found in Luke chapter 17, verse 10. So likewise you, when you have done all those things which you are commanded, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done what was our duty to do. Think about what that's saying there for a moment. I can do, Jesus tells me what to do. He gives me some commandments. He gives me some rules to follow. He gives me, this is what you need to do as a good servant. And at the end of the day, I can come down and sit down in my chair and say, well, I've done everything that Jesus has told me that I needed to do. I have lived as he told me I have lived. I have eaten from his word. I have worked for him. I have served him. And I'm an unprofitable servant because I've done what I were commanded to do. What I failed to do in that was to go beyond. Yes, this is right here. This is the minimum. What I'm told in here is the minimum. But he says, live it, express it, do it even more. We can sit there and have all our little checklist. Boom, did that. But I'm not doing it because I desire to. I'm doing it because I'm checking off my list. If I want to be a servant of Jesus, I've got to go beyond the bare minimum, and buy into it wholeheartedly and live it. And when things go sideways, when I mess up, I need to have my faith in the one that saved me. Don't give up. But continue to serve him in the good times as well as in the bad times. Count all things as blessings, because all things provide opportunities for me to serve my Lord. So if I'm hurting, if I'm suffering, if I'm crying, I turn to Jesus, not some man to fix my problems, not some man to save me. I've already been saved. Now I need to just get through this life, living fully and completely for Jesus. Till next time, I hope that you will live fully and completely for Jesus. Get to know him. Love you. God bless you. See you next time. Bye.